We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the LA Chargers. Now the kicker, that's Cameron Dicker, set to get us started. And we are underway in Southern California. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Allen going to go to the air right away. Buying time to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
2nd down and a yard. Now Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. And if you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
They run again on first down. Cook, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Here is 3rd down and 4. On play action, Allen. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they like some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game. And
that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he's got some space here. And that's going to be good for a Chargers 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Once more, here's Eckler. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Herbert off of play action. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he gets it down to the 32. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal, a three of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that
really
one.
good backhand.
It's a nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Here is 3rd and 5. Here's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Davis now to return it. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Here's Hardy set to return. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
behind the chain, 2nd and 12. In motion right is Davis. On 2nd down, here's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. 62 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set. On 2nd down, Eckler. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. On the screen, this is Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of the second quarter. Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in field goal range. Open man downfield is Davis. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
first down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. 35 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Herbert now. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Herbert now on second down. Under pressure, and down he goes. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Herbert going to change the look. Looking to throw on second down. Herbert escaping the pressure right. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 28. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down and a little more than a yard here. It's Eckler again. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his second touchdown of the night. And the Chargers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Dicker now to tack on the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Play action. Now it's Allen on the move to his left. And he goes out right around the 39. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Here now, 2nd and 4. They'll try the wide side with Cook. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he is going to have a Bills first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
Allen's throw is complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now, we all know that an offense coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And complete, right side to Cook. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 7. Diggs going in motion right. Allen going to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 35 yards. And the Chargers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first down. Really making...
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. On play action, Allen. And his throw here's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They're going to hurry back to the line now. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown! Trent Sherfield, 56 yards. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. And they're going to speed things up here. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jair Elam makes it quick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And Diggs, the motion man left. Allen now on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And quickly they get to the line. Throwing on second and long. Allen. He was out there waving his arm saying throw it here. Dropped it. Not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball. And he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On third and long, it's Allen. And that will be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense. Blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. The kick by Bass is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Charger drive about to get going. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Now a give running left is Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. A give, Eckler running to the right. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Here's Herbert. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing.
But he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Allen. And he slings one that's incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful, because they got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
To throw is Allen. That's complete. It's Cook. He's up to the 20. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down. Got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field.
Now Allen will find Gabriel Davis. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
Allen going to change the look here. Allen. His throw incomplete. Trying to squeeze it in there at this stage of the game. Got to take some chances. Nice job to knock it away, though.
You're so right. Understanding where they are in the game, you got to take that opportunity and maybe thread the needle. Unable to get it done there.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Throwing, Allen. Now he's free to midfield, and he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Here's Allen.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. Throwing is Allen. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Here's Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And remember now, a field goal does you no good. This is touchdown or bust territory. So they took a late shot for the end zone, but the defense, as they've been all game long, up to the task.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. Now Allen, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Charger drive about to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today, and certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses.
Menu narration option is set to off.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Again, it's Edwards. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now 2nd and 9. Here's Jackson. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Here's Jackson to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 44-yard line. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 3rd and 2, here's Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll run for the first time with Hill. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2nd and 9.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing is Jackson. A dump off now to Hill. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now it's Jackson. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first. It 3's in. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. How about this? Racing to the end zone. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 84 yards. And the Dolphins are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Charles, they had 6 DBs out there. They were thinking pass. They surprised him with a long run.
I wonder if they saw that and just checked to it. Maybe had an audible and said, you know something, against 6 defensive backs, let's run the football. Let's get our big guys downfield and match up with the littler guys and see if we can create some space. And not only did they create space, they created a path all the way to the end zone.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Sanders now to kick this one away. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
a little tired, and if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 5. They run once more with Edwards. Shoves him aside. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Hill. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That's another Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Steps away. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Jackson looking to throw on third. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Tucker's kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Berrios now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. The ball comes out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. To throw is Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brings up third down.
Here's Jackson on third and long. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly they're still short for fourth. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. And that is no good. And that'll keep this a one-point game.
Wow, that qualifies as a bad miss because anything inside of 40 should be automatic. That's a big mistake right there.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
2nd and 10. On play action, here's Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Well, Tua's going to change things up. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Now a 2nd and 10. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
At the 30-yard line.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Hill going to go in motion right. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the gun, they go to Edwards. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson. That is caught with Sean Bateman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
And Jackson throwing once more. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown Ravens. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Dolphins 7.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. Berrios now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Now, after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. That's swung out to Mostert. And down he'll go at the 25. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Tua signaling to change things up. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Play action. Now it's Tua. To the 40 and no further. The broken tackle, but then the hole closed quickly. And now they're in the hurry-up. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down and 3. Now Tua going to fake the jet sweep and the handoff as he'll drop to throw it. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First down, Dolphins.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 129 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the 2nd half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And now they'll shift things around. Running the counter with Mostert. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
That's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
A big play that time on the catch and run. 32 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's Edwards again on 2nd down. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit at 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Jackson on 2nd down. On target to his man, Likely. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches, and the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. A short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up on Marlon Hunt.